So, I needed an inverter. And this was a little confusing at first, because I wasn't sure how exactly one would go about doing this. And then I did some research. And my research led me to transistors. Again. Everything leads back to transit... Okay, that's just... I just hate transistors, okay? They're so annoying when they don't work, or when they decide not to work. Which is probably because I'm just doing things wrong. So I made a few prototypes, and they seemed like they were working. Well, I made one prototype that worked for the inverter, and then I made an AND gate and tried to hook the inverter to the AND gate, and it stopped working. So, like, what the heck is this? So I did a bit more work to make it work. And this kind of leads into my next point, which is that I need to make a ton of XOR gates to make the adder, which is part of the, arithmetic logic unit. So, in order to make them, I have to use NAND gates, OR gates, and like a bunch of other gates, basically. So you make an XOR gate by combining a bunch of other gates, and then you get XOR. It's a little weird. But basically we have a NAND gate, and that's like a 16th of what we need, probably. And I completely brushed over this, but I'm gonna go ahead and explain how the inverter actually works, just so you all know. So basically, we have our base pin, which is this pin, and when you power the base pin with 0.7 amps in this case, the transistor can pass energy in this direction. We power this guy with 0.7 amps of current, and then this guy can open up and pass through there. But basically, we power this pin, and then the quickest path would be to go through here, back to the start. So it completely bypasses this resistor here. And of course, every single NAND gate is going to have that. It's gonna have that, okay? It's gonna be very annoying to make. So now, I have to make 4 AND gates to make an XOR gate. Each adder has 2 XOR gates. We need a total of 8 adders. So, that's about 16... Yeah, that's 16 NAND gates right there. I think? The 16 XOR gates. And then we want 64. 64 NAND gates is what we need to make a... the whole adder. But I could cut it down a bit and just do 7. So instead we'll have 14 NAND or XOR gates. And that will give us 4 times 14 is our result. I don't really... I think that's 56. I don't really care. I'm just gonna build it. So I'd like to thank you all for watching before we go. If you're new here, feel free to hit the subscribe button, maybe the bell, but the bell, you don't have to hit the bell. The bell does, what does it do? I don't even know. Like, dings really loudly? You don't have to do that, okay? Just spare yourself the time. But hit the big red button, because that's the subscribe button. I don't even know if it's still red.